everybody, how's it going? It's Paul Sun-Hyung Lee here from the West Coast Stash House, out here in lovely, gloomy Vancouver. It's not raining today at least, but welcome everyone to another edition of Funboxing Sundays. This is the 36th episode. Welcome one and all for a good hour and a half of geeking out, opening some really cool collectibles, and chatting. It's been a super busy week for me this last week. It's been a while since I've worked this many days consecutively, and as a result, I feel like I'm out of game shape in a sense. You know, for Kim's convenience, I was used to the grind, 5 days a week, being in every scene every day and sort of doing that. And for Avatar, because I haven't had as much to do because I'm not the lead actor on the show, it's been very, what's the word? Restful. Because, you know, I don't have to carry the show. I show up, have a lot of fun, do a lot of work. But the work isn't as frequent, except for last week. I was in for 4 days in a row. It was a mix of studio work. It was a mix of location shooting. And that is, especially with the makeup process that I have, they make for very, very long days and very tiring days. And so as a result, I had a lot of big things planned for this episode that I'm actually going to punt to next week. And I'll explain to you why. Originally, I was going to have some giveaways for this week. I've got some prizes set up. I was going to work together with Tommy K. Shut up, Tommy. To try out a Kahoot system, actually, for everybody to be involved in, because we kind of thought that a Kahoot would be the fairest way of, having trivia answers and giving out some of these prizes. And because of the sheer volume of work, I just sort of got swamped and we never got a chance to communicate with each other properly. Tommy's back home in Toronto. He's on East Coast time. I'm on West Coast time. Late hours shooting. That time differential really put things kind of to the side burner, as it were. And so all these things were just conspired to rob you all of getting this giveaway for this week. But next week, we're going to have a supersized edition of Funboxing Sundays, episode 37. It'll be a fun one, I guarantee you. So tune in for that. I got some great announcements as to something very special I'm going to be unboxing next week as well. First of all, though, right off the bat, Val A, thank you so much for this super chat. $10. She said, they say, I'm so glad there's a Funboxing today. My dog ruptured her CCL last Tuesday, and it's been a tough few days. The distraction with this awesome community is a balm to my soul right now. Oh, Val, I'm so sorry. I know it's tough when our fur babies get hurt. It's stressful. It can be very, very stressful, just because, you know, we want to make sure that they're comfortable and they're not feeling any pain. And sometimes you can never tell because, you know, your pets, they can't communicate precisely what's bugging them. So my heart goes out to you. To a lesser extent, one of my young ones also broke his ankle a couple of weeks ago. And good news is, for everybody who's interested, Miles is on the mend. He had a small fracture on his fibula. It's a non-displaced bone, so he's got a fiberglass cast for 3 weeks. He can put weight on it as much as he can bear. He's now moving around with the assistance of just a single crutch, and the pain is very manageable. And best news of all, he doesn't have to do any sort of physio afterwards, but he does have some stretching exercises he has to do. So there's the update on Miles for those of you who are concerned. Oh, and also last week, some eagle-eyed viewers might have noticed that I had a wrist brace on. There's nothing wrong with it. I just sort of tweaked it, lifting something heavy, and it was just kind of bugging me. So I just had a little support brace in place to just sort of keep my the range of motion there limited, so I didn't aggravate that injury. Anyways, it's all good. But getting back to what I was saying before is, so next week's going to be a supersized edition. I've got some announcements about what we're going to be doing next week. But for this week, I've got a lot of really fun things for you. I just got back from Toy Traders. That's right. That's my happy place. And I did a little bit of retail therapy. I had some toys, collectibles that I wanted to unbox for today. And I just kind of wanted, I was feeling a bit down, to be honest. I was feeling a bit down. And missing my family a lot. And my good friend Steve and his wife Allie, they drove me out to Toy Traders. They know that place cheers me up. And my good friend Matthew Purdy was there to greet me. And, sort of, it's nice to know you have that support structure within your friends who will take care of you. And I really, really appreciate that. So heartfelt thank you to Matthew, to Steve, to Ali, and of course, the fantastic staff at Toy Traders for always being there and always being super chill and super cool, super knowledgeable, and super helpful in terms of hunting things down. So for this edition of Funboxing Sundays, I actually grabbed some things from Toy Traders. I had my eye on, and I've been resisting for so long the temptation to get these things because they're gorgeous, and I'm sorry, Anna, it's the last thing you probably want to hear from me, but there's another line of toys that I'm kind of like going, ooh, that's really groovy. They are Hiya toys, Hiya, Hiya.com. They specialize in 1/18th scale figures. Now, 1/18th scale is basically like the 3.75 or 3 1/4 inch figures. This is the a Star Wars vintage collection Bad Batch Elite Trooper that I unboxed last week. So they do that as well, but they do other franchises like Aliens, Alien, Alien 3, the whole Alien franchise. Also Predator, they do the Predator franchise. They also do Judge Dredd, they do RoboCop. So it's really, I resisted for so long, but finally, you know what, I saw these Colonial Marines up on display, and I was like, you know what, I gotta grab these. So I'm gonna be unboxing these Colonial Marines here, and of course, you can't have Colonial Marines without an alien. And this beauty caught my eye here. This is a 1/18th scale Alien Queen. We're gonna be opening up later on. It's normal Vancouver downtown stuff. It's not normal if you don't hear a siren in downtown Vancouver, it seems. So we've got the 1/18th scale Alien that we're gonna be unboxing. Then I also found the one lovely thing about Toy Traders is you can actually bring in toys to trade, hence the term Toy Trader, Toy Traders. And it is a gold mine for collectors who want to pare down their collections if they're moving, if they're just downsizing, or they want new things, and so they want to be able to fund that by trading in some of their old collectibles. And I found this out of the corner of my eye. Now, I have an affinity to starships. I love ships, spaceships, anything. And this is one of my favorite type of ships in the Star Wars universe. I'm talking about the Avenger-class Star Destroyer. And this is the Star Wars Collector Fleet series from 1996. It is an Imperial Star Destroyer. It's a complete set, but it's loose in box. It's got lights, it's got sounds, it's got a stand, and I'm going to be opening this up tonight as well, because dang it, why not? And of course, it's not a Funboxing Sunday without, I know, a hot toy. And that's right. And this week we will be opening up this beautiful 1/6 scale R2-D2. This is the deluxe version of it, and yeah, I'm super pumped to look at this. There's so many accessories for this R2 unit right here. But before we go on, we're going to, I think I just saw a super chat jump up here. I'm gonna grab it before I miss it. Here we go. Nope, that's Val's. Thank you, Val, for that lovely super chat donation as well. Here we go from Ben Rayner. I gotta get my eyes checked. Sorry, Ben. Thank you so much for your generous donation of $10. Hey, I'm a newer fan of yours. I found Kim's Convenience on Netflix here recently and fell in love with it. I'm so happy I found your YouTube channel. This seems like fun. Love all this kind of stuff. Thank you so much, Ben. And just so you know, this $10 is not going in my pocket. It's going right back into this channel so that I can bring you some fantastic content, and for everybody out there, to members and subscribers and casual viewers alike. And it allows me to do things like these giveaways and it helps cover the cost of mailing items out and of purchasing these fun giveaway items too. But thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your time. It is greatly appreciated. Now, before we go on, of course, it is time for me to say hello to everybody who is part of the Bidder Brigade. And here, joining us tonight on the West Coast Stash House, we've got Aaron S. in the West Coast Stash House. He's celebrating Canada's qualifications of getting into the World Cup. First time since, I think, 1986, Canada has a men's soccer team in the World Cup. What a fantastic accomplishment. They had a chance to clinch it against Costa Rica. I think a costly mistake late in the game delayed this, but today, just a few hours ago, they clinched it against Jamaica. in frigid Toronto, and I think the cold had something to do with giving them the home field advantage. But congratulations to Team Canada on that win. We've got my brother from another mother in Los Angeles, Sean P. How you doing, buddy? We also have Bad Wolf Media. Mike, how are you, my friend from Illinois, is in the stash house here with us. We also have Gary Lau, who's at Scarborough General, waiting to get his pinky toe amputated. That's a first. Gary, I hope you're doing well. I hope your recovery is quickly. And yeah, our thoughts are with you, buddy. And I'm glad you're tuning in, hopefully to take your mind off your pinky toe getting amputated. I honestly have no more to say about that, except I hope you get well soon, my friend. We've got Thomas D in the stash house. We also have Colin Hollis, who's also very pumped to see Team Canada qualify for the World Cup. Here we go. We also have the Bitter Troll, who is with us at the stash house. Wow, this is all pre-game talk, pre-game. And Meldade, Meldade is in the stash house with us, as well as Melissa K. Hey, all the way from Sweden. Our friend Bearded Builds is here as well. Everybody's super happy and super pumped and super patriotic, as they should be, about Team Canada accomplishing this great task. For the country and for soccer in Canada. It's fantastic. We've got Vanessa C here with us, as well as Tom. Love saying that name. We have David V here joining us. I think David's new. We've got Joe Galati in the stash house with us today. Hey Joe, how's it going? Give Marie my best, please. We also have the Global Health Science Institute from Southern New Mexico here. I love saying that. It just rolls off my tongue. It's just really fun. Let me see. Anton Attard is here, as well as my good friend Yannick Frieve. Yannick, how are you? I hope you had a good time at Toronto Comic Con last week. Val A. Brandy Woods, artiste extraordinaire from Montreal, is here. Daniel Serdo, he's at work tonight. He's really busy, but just want to say hi. Well, hi, Daniel. Thanks for making the time to check in. And someone please know if he mentions our Lord and Savior, Brian Posen. Yes, that's right, Daniel. Daniel is a big fan of Brian Posen. That's his favorite Mandalorian character. I'm his, I think, third favorite. So I try not to take that too personally, but thank you so much, Daniel. And you should shut up as well. We have Monstar0305 here with us. That is, of course, Justin. We've got Anakin Crespin is here. Welcome. Captain Wrecked is here. Brandon Deeks, Damaged Queen, Hip Optimus Prime is here as well. We've got Mike Yuan here. And I think what's happened is I've skipped the queue has jumped, so if I don't get to everybody, I apologize here. We have Charles Stevens is with us. Mason Tentis, son of Raymond Tentis, is with us in the West Coast Stash House. So that would be like father-son duo, which is I love that. You're not watching it. You're watching it separately. The same channel. That's really cool. We got my buddy Jason Groski, who I met a few weeks ago. Hope you're doing well, Jason. Good to see you. Evan Lee is in the East Coast, West Coast Stash House. Not the East Coast. East Coast is a bitter basement. Not the bitter basement. Good Lord. It's the geeky basement. Brandon Deeks is with us as well. William Johnson, welcome to the channel. Star Wars Addict 88, welcome. I'm doing this all backwards. Look at this. I'm driving in reverse. We've got Cynthia Lynn here in the West Coast Stash House. Terry Smith, the Postmaster General for Sideshow Collectibles, is with us. Hello, Terry. How are you? I hope you're doing very well. 1-6 Shooter is joining us. Toying Around. Hey, my buddy Kevin from Toying Around is here. Hey, for those of you who haven't already done so, we've started a new podcast with Kevin, Yoko McCann, The Fallen Fett, Ernie Villeneuve. No, not Villeneuve. Oh, my God. Villarreal. I did that with a French accent. So Ernie, I think you're here too. Fallen Fett, welcome. The new Sam is here. Darren Lai, the commanding officer for the Rebel Legion in Canada, is here. Joe Chufuk is here. We got so many awesome people in this. It's what I love is seeing the regulars. It's the gang. Everybody shares this community. RMD Collective is here. I love seeing all these familiar faces. It really is about community building. And so we are all well met. And yeah, let's get to it. But before we go any further, for those of you who are new to this channel, it's pretty chill. Like I said, I open up a bunch of collectibles. I do a half-ass review, not a full-ass review, just a half-ass review. If you want really good reviews, go to sideshow.com. You know, Terry Smith and, oh my God, where's my brain? Where's my brain? Terry, help me out. Oh my God. It's been a long week. It has been a long week. He's bald. He's got like a facial hair. Oh my God. Anyways, that's where you get a really great in-depth review for Sideshow for, oh my God, Hot Toys. And what they have there. Guy, yes, sorry, Guy Klender. Thanks, Terry. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm sorry, Guy. Sorry. Cranial vapor lock right there. And you know what that means. Yes, it's time to introduce this. Just so you know, this live stream is not sponsored in any way by White Claw. And we have a little game that we play here for those of you who are new. And I'll explain it to you right here. It's a fun drinking game, basically. You'll notice that oftentimes I will make mistakes or I'll repeat certain phrases. And whenever you hear one of these phrases or I make one of these mistakes or one of these items happens over on this side here, you take a drink. So it can be any kind of drink. It doesn't have to be alcoholic. It could be soda, it could be tea, coffee, water, blue milk, whatever floats your boat. But it's a lot of fun and it's a good way to sort of build, just build up the excitement. I don't know. I use it to sort of take the edge off. I'm going to take a drink right now. I am so professional, but here we go. If you hear me say the term, shut up, Tommy, usually referring to my friend Tommy K, who is brilliant, by the way, but I like to tell him to shut up because he's too smart for his own good. You take a drink. You know what? We're going to add, if I tell anybody to shut up because they're too smart and they make me look bad, you take a drink. If I use the phrase, for those of you who don't know, and I use that phrase a lot, you take a drink. If I ever say the phrase, nothing can be easy, because nothing can be easy, you take a drink. My wife, Anna, who is also a moderator on the chats, if she ever burns me in the comments, and that happens a lot, you take a drink. If I tease my sons, Miles or Noah, on the chat, or if they troll me, you take a drink. If I talk about an item, a dent in a box, ruining the resale value, or something helping to keep the resale value of a particular collectible, you can take a drink. If I mention instructions, which I love, you take a drink. If I use profanity, and I'm trying to cut down on it because it's come to my attention that there are kids who are watching this, even though this channel isn't for kids, you take a drink. If I find a dent in the box and I say it's fine, but you know it's not fine, you take a drink. And of course, the big one is if I have to take a bio break because I've been drinking a lot, you got to finish your drink and get a whole other drink, right? So those are rules. Have fun with it, and yeah, that's basically it. It really is about what's happening in the chats, catching up with old friends, making new friends, and seeing some really cool collectibles on display. And I've noticed here we got Steve. He's online right now. Steve 3, thank you so much, brother, for really saving me today. I really needed that trip out to Langley, BC, and. Yeah, I really appreciate that. And Robert Donatello, I see your name there too. The new Sam, welcome as well to this channel. Hope you're enjoying the content so far. And hey, enough of me. Let's open up. Let's see. Let's open up what we got here. I'm gonna put this over here. Save the hot toy for a little bit later. I'm gonna put this here. And since I mentioned it first, we're gonna open up these Haya figures here. I got 3 of them. 3 of the Colonial Marines here. Now, 2 of them I recognize, and got some glare happening here from this light. 2 of them I recognize. Of course, you've got Corporal Hicks, Private Hudson. These 2 here were from the movie Aliens. But this character caught my eye, and I haven't been able to track down where he's from because he wasn't in Aliens. But this is Quintero. He's a new character. I noticed on the Haya website they had a couple of other characters that were not mentioned. They were not in the movie, but they have mentioned. I think there's a Corporal Bella and another Colonial Marine by the name of Redding. And what was the other one? There was another whoops, there was another Colonial Marine, and he had a prosthetic leg. And his name was, let me just look this up now. Oh, nothing can be easy. Nothing can be easy. So it's Corporal, Colonial Marine Bella, Colonial Marine Redding. Yes, yes. Where's the dude? And Cruz. Cruz was the other one. Anyway, so these three. So I'm thinking there's probably some sort of I don't know, like another branch story, like a spin-off, a cartoon series, something that's happened that has continued on. I know Dark Horse had a comic series based on the Aliens franchise. It took place after Aliens, but before Alien 3, when they killed off Corporal Hicks and Newt. And so it's quite possible in the expanded universe they have these characters that have their own sort of backstory, canon story. I know there's a video game that's out there right now called Aliens Fireteam Elite, and that perhaps it's a spin-off and these are characters from there. I don't know. I saw these last week. I held off on buying them. I came back this week. I still wanted them, so I grabbed them. So here they are. Let's open them up. And again, these are 1/18 scale, so they are the same sort of size as the 3.75 or 3 3/4 inch figures, like the vintage Star Wars figures that are out there right now from Hasbro. Before I do that, before I rip this open like a savage here, let's take a look at this. Here, I'm going to try to focus this in here. Actually, there we go. So this is Hicks, right? Presentation. The box is pretty cool because it's got an alien horde sort of all through there. There's pictures of. How about you put it in frame, ding dong? Pictures of the figure in there too. There's a honeycomb sort of graded pattern that's on the box. That's there, and yeah, exquisite minis, right? Hicks, and of course there is the Colonial Marine symbol and the Hiya symbol. So I'm gonna just open this up right now. Here we go. Ready? Oh no! I've ruined its resale value. Okay, Cynthia Lynn, there you go. Aliens Colonial Marines is a 2013 video game. There you go. All right, so these are characters that are based on a video game. Thank you so much for the information. This is what I also love about this community. We have super smart people who are able to fill in the blanks when I come up super short. So inside the box, oh, it's got a nice sort of back card on it, which is great. And this is a corridor from it. It looks like the corridor on planet LV-426 or Akron. And so it's on a clamshell. It looks like it comes with a stand, like a base. And there's a motion tracker, sidearm, shotgun, his M41A pulse rifle, his lid, his bucket, his helmet. And yeah, so let's open this up. And it's taped. Sons of... my nemesis. Oh, come on. Take a drink, people. Nothing can be easy. Nothing can be easy, you son of a... No. I'm not going to give you a 2 for it. I'm going to... Why so much tape? Why? Okay. Ooh, okay. And there we go. Here's the figure himself. That's pretty cool. Now, the sculpt isn't bad. Doesn't really look like Michael Biehn, but it's close. I mean, if it's based on a video game character, this might look exactly like the rendering. The hairline is good for Hicks, and the detail so far is spot on. You can see, let's bring this over here. Can you make that better? You can see here he's got his portable light, his lamp. That's on the back of his armor. The armor looks pretty close. The strapping there, he's got the cod piece there, the abdominal / cod piece that comes down. There's a painted strap that's supposed to go underneath, but they don't actually have one, which is fine. Looks like he has, that's his portable torch right there, his acetylene torch, which he uses to cut through bulkhead doors and seal doors off, which is awesome. Shoulder pieces, which is great. The articulation, okay. The head moves, it's, you can sort of move his head up and down, sort of, but not really, not quite. There you go. Single, not double jointed elbows, single. The wrist, oh, you can actually, it looks like here, sorry, right there, you can move the wrist slightly back and forth. It's stiff though, which isn't too bad. I don't mind that. Range of motion for the legs. Yeah, he's got the he's got the ball thingy, so you can actually position the thighs and the legs. So it looks like an extremely posable figure. Good range of motion. It is somewhat of a double jointed knee. Ooh, well that popped up. Oy. Okay, so this leg popped out of this peg here. So you got to watch out. I've never owned a Haya figure before, so I don't know what the limitations in terms of the range of motion are. I think I hyperextended his knee at one point there. It seems to me that these legs can come apart pretty easily if you're not careful. So you got to watch for that. Not much articulation there on the ankle, which is fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Here he's got his, looks like his helmet. There it is. He's got the camera, the helmet, shoot, helmet cam right there. Let's take a look at that. You can see the, can you see that? Are you seeing that? The paint scheme on the helmet, I mean, you know, when you watch Aliens, right, the colors are always going to be different from the way they look in real light because they're under studio lights and whatnot. And we all know from arguing about Star Wars colors that different fabrics, different colors look different under different temperatures of light. So, but I will say the detail here is, it's pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really, really, it seems very, very intricate. It's got a good camo pattern to it. It looks like there's a method behind it instead of just sort of slapping paint on. And there you go. It fits on his head. Is it the right way? No, it's got to be this way. You know what's missing now is a lot of the aliens, the Marines' helmets had a back flap to it to cover the back of the neck and protect the head, and that's the only thing that's missing from this helmet. So that's one level of detail that's kind of missing there. You just needed that, and of course, let's take a look at some of these. Oh, look, more tape. That's awesome. Ooh. Here we go. So here's the pulse rifle. Pretty sweet detail on that. The pulse rifle is actually based on a Thompson submachine gun. They just sort of added stuff to it, and of course they added like this shotgun element underneath. It's like from a Spaz 12 shotgun there. But it's based on an old Thompson submachine gun that was used in World War II, and of course, it was also known as the Chicago typewriter. Right? So that's pretty good. We also have, and I have this at home, I've got a 1-to-1 scale replica model of this motion tracker. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's nice. I'm finding this looks a bit more detailed than some of the other Star Wars weapons. Let's see here. Here's an example of, this is one of the weapons from the vintage series, vintage collection. There you go. It just seems, because they've added paint to these accessories, it just gives it that little extra touch of realism right there, the paint. Whereas this is just a single color. The addition of paint to these accessories really, really sets it apart, I think. And we've got, these are covered with tape to annoy the F out of me. Oh my God, why? Why? What's, oh, it's not tape, it's like a cellophane. All right, that's a first. And so now here we have the pump action shotgun and his sidearm right there. Very cool. And now we have as well the stand, which looks like the grate, like one of the grates from the colony, from the planet Acheron. I don't know what these are. These are little clips. The holders, are they display things? Yes, that's right, Val. New nemesis, cellophane. Damn it. Every time I think I've adjusted, they change the game. Okay, hold on. Oh man, I can't believe it. Okay. So, last week, I made it through the entire stream without having to go to the bathroom. This week, I'm like 30 minutes in. Finish your drinks, folks. I'll be back. Yeah, that was embarrassing. Like not even, I just 30 minutes in. Wow. Wow. Here we go. Apologies. You know what it was? I'm going to blame the cellophane. I'm going to blame the cellophane for that and my excitement in terms of opening this up. Oh man. Okay, so I have a feeling everybody's slam dunking me here. First time seeing this screen during a bio break. Hilarious. Yes, thank you, Terry. I figured, you know, if I've got to do it, I at least make it fun for people instead of having to stare off at a blank screen. I thought I'd make something like that. So thank you so much. No, I will never forget to turn the camera off. I might forget to turn the microphone off, and then you'll have to listen to me pee. But the camera will always be off, I hope. And that's true. That's true. Gotta obey the bladder, right? Because it's not healthy if you hold it in for too long. You do damage to it. So there you go. Okay, here's something I'm seeing here from the new Sam. Hey Sam, how are ya? This is Sam from Toy Traders, I think. Check the bottom of the stand. Maybe those clips are for sticking the stands together. I think you're absolutely right. I was just looking at it right now. You see, come on, focus. There you go. You see these gaps there. These little, they're perfectly shaped. And oh, check out the big brain on Sam. That's exactly what they do. You stick them together like that. And you can, so we're gonna do that now with the next figure here. Let's open up Private Hudson. Private Hudson is there. Here we go. Yes, you have been identified. You love it. You love it. You watching from work? Are you off work, Sam? My name is Kingdom is here. What's up, Anthony? How are you? Hope you are doing well, buddy. Oh. And you're right, Steve. It is so good to see the return of conventions. Here we go. Let's open this up here. It's precisely the same. The box is identical, except it says Hudson on it. You've got the same insert on there. That's right. Aha. Oh, you're watching from work. Okay, well, hello to everyone over at Toy Traders. Again, you were there for me. I needed it. I needed that retail therapy. I needed to decompress. I needed to be in that world with such wonderful, supportive people. It is my sanctuary, my haven, and it's a place where I can always find like-minded individuals, and I love it. I love it. So, and I love all you guys out there, and thank you so much for taking care of me when I'm out there. Here we go. We've got a super chat from Bearded Builds. Hey, $7. Thank you so much. This is a perfect way to spend a Sunday evening. Hope you're doing well, Polly. I am. I was feeling a little bit down, but some retail therapy and some friends, and of course, doing this is something that brings me a tremendous amount of joy, and I love doing it. I love interacting with all of you out there. I'm very appreciative that you choose to spend your time watching this idiot try to unbox things, and I do. Yeah, my cup runneth over. Like immense gratitude for all of you. So thanks so much for choosing to watch this instead of the Oscars or the Leafs game. Don't let me start on the Leafs. Anyways, here's Hudson. Here's Hudson. And I think Terry did the classic, the great quote, of course. Hickser, he's Hudson. Lieutenant Gorman, what a knob. Okay, I'm gonna switch this over to the overhead cam. Ooh, yoink. So it's the same configuration. He's in the same clamshell, which I have removed. And I've opened the box, thus ruining the resale value. And yeah, it's a long reach for me to sort of do this and stay within frame. I'm just gonna switch to this because that's far more interesting than looking at my stupid face. So here's Hudson. He's got the biggest difference is really he doesn't have a shotgun. He's got the little pistol, which now I know is housed with cellophane. Look at that. I kind of like that. I wish I know. He's got a motion tracker as well. He's got his pulse rifle, his helmet. Here is, let's see, his sewer grate, and there you go. There you go. You can join them together. Spectacular. Spectacular. So I'm going to take all of Hudson's accessories. I'm going to take these two clips. Hold on, Hicks. Hold on. And I'm going to clip these two together. Like that, because there is another. There is another. right? And here's the Hudson. Let's take a look at Hudson here. Focus. Focus. This sculpt's a little bit better. I mean, what I like about it is the hairstyle. They've got the right hairlines. And again, he looks a bit like Bill Paxton. Not 100%. This is what I love. This little detail right here. He's got, you know, Hudson's armor had that bit of graffiti on there with the skull and the knife through the skull. Can you see that? Is that in focus there? There we go. I like that attention to detail. And again, he's got his light system there. He's got his torch. The armor. Oh yeah, there's Hicks. See, I didn't even notice that. Hicks has his name written there. Hicks and Hudson. That's a great little bit of detail right there. And the camo, the paint app on them is different. It's not just the same one for all of them. Same with the soft goods, the camouflage pants. Now I knew that the actual camouflage pattern on the pants of the actual uniforms used in the movies, it was a specially designed and created pattern. It's not something that's store bought. You actually have to. It had to be recreated. And there's a couple of there's a prop company out in the UK that has been able to replicate that pattern. So if you're looking for screen accurate fabric to make your set of fatigues underneath, I think they actually do. They'll even go to the next step and they sell the actual uniforms themselves to size. So I think it's Chef's Creations. Not 100% sure. You can do a Google search. This is all off the top of my head. One of you nerds out there, you'll know the answer. You can fill everybody else in. Steve 3's got a good point there. I believe all the actors were allowed to do their own art on the armor they were given, which is fantastic. Kenny C3's in the West Coast Stash House. Hey Kenny, how you doing? Good to see your name up on the board. Terry's asking, do the molds look similar on the limbs and torsos, or are they unique? Well, let's do a side-by-side. Let's do a side-by-side. The torsos are exactly the same. They're the same. Right down to the little indentations on the forearms. The hands are the same. Their hands brush. They turn around. They gaze longingly into each other's eyes. It's an awkward moment. And scene. Yeah, they're exactly the same. They're the same molds for the body. I think the head molds, and again, different hair color. Hicks has brown hair. Hudson's got the black hair. You got the different hairlines, which is good. One thing that I'm wondering about here too is with putting the helmet on and off, whether the paint on the hair is going to disappear or not. Here, let's look at Hudson's helmet. And again, that kind of bugs me, the fact that they don't have the skirt on the back of the helmet. Like they've got everything else to detail, but that one bit, it's kind of weird that it's missing. And the helmets kind of make them look like, yeah, it's weird. They don't seem to fit properly. They're a little bit too perched up top, which is unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But other than that, now these two, one of the other reasons why I bought these two figures is they're out of stock at a lot of places. So, you know, in terms of collectability, it was good to have them. That and Anna, you're gonna hate this. Oh shit. Take a drink. I swore. Sorry. Anna, you're gonna hate hearing this, but they have a 1/18th scale armored personnel carrier that opens up and has room for all the Marines in there. Yeah, I don't know if you're watching this, Anna, but I kind of want it. For the channel. It's for the channel. Everybody else wants to see it, right? Would everybody on this chat want to see a 1/18th scale armored personnel carrier from the movie Aliens? Let me know in the comments. Anna, don't change the locks on the home. Hey, Ray Kenobi. Yo, what's up, Paul and everyone? I hope you're all having a great day. Hope you're having a great day too. Yeah, you know what, Vanessa, you are right. I am gonna have to do, yes, Jason, sorry, I hit the wrong one. The chat's coming in fast and furious. I am going to have to redo the entire Geeky Basement again when I get back, and those are in the plans because what comes in, stuff has to go out. I have space danger. It's overflowing, and you know, sacrifices have to be made. So there will be the culling of the collection and Black Series. Bye-bye. So I've got a number of Black Series figs that I'm going to be either putting up for auction. My friends are going to get first dibs, and we will see if we can't move those out to make room for everything else. We've got a super chat here from Tom. That APC is rad. It is, and they have 2 versions now. Thanks so much, Tom. It is super rad. They have 2 versions. They have the regular, well, have 3 really. They have 2 of the regular APC, the undamaged one, different color schemes. One is green, the other one is more of a tan, I think. And then they have one that's going to be released, or if it hasn't been released, I think it's out now. It's the battle damaged one with like the fake flames coming off of it, which is the post-rescue scene where Ripley commandeers it, drives it down to the bowels of the heat conducting unit, and saves the remaining Marines and busts out of there. So there's that version that's out there too. So here we go. See, lots of people saying yes. Oh, I see a lot of dibs too. People saying dibs on things. Yeah, it's a culling. Sorry, Melissa. I got to. Here we go. Yep. Real estate agents message Paul now. If you're selling large homes with finished basements, Paul needs a space. I do indeed. And yeah, it's like Terry says too, space danger is real danger. And there's a certain point where I think all collectors can they can understand it. Like they sympathize, because it's like you have a finite amount of space. When your collection exceeds that amount, what you can do is you can curate it, and that's fun too. You remove certain items on display, put them back in the boxes, which is why I keep the boxes for the resale value. And then you replace them with other items, and you just sort of rotate your collection through, and that's fun and it keeps you busy. But the problem is, like with me, is the accruing of collectible items, and then suddenly you can't keep up with the avalanche. So yeah, so that's the thing, and some of the things have to go. So the Black Series, I've got first generation, all of the first generation Playmobil Ghostbusters stuff, including the Fire Hall. Yeah, maybe that's got to go too. But we'll see. I'm going to do a careful evaluation of what I have and what I really love and want to keep, and what needs to go, what I can live without. And so there you have that. Okay, so we've got the 2 Marines out. What time is it here? How long have we been going here? For 49 minutes. Got the 2 Marines, and now we have the 3rd. This is Quintero, who is part of the video game. I have no idea who he is in the movie. Focus. Go on. Focus. There you go. He's got a mohawk. So, there you go. I know, Kenny. Ghostbusters Blasphemy. Hey, look, if you're interested in an entire Generation 1 Playmobil Ghostbusters mint in box, I haven't opened them yet. That's the problem. They're in their boxes. They're in pristine. Part of me wants to just put them in storage. We have a storage space that we're renting out. Put them in storage. Sit on them for 10 years. Truck them out. see what I can get for them. That is another consideration that I'm having, but there you go. This is a good one, yeah, Captain Rex. If a Bitter Asian Dude Inc. warehouse suddenly pops up in Toronto, we will know why. You know, that's why a lot of friends here out in Vancouver have been joking that, you know, this place here is really the only reason I'm out here is because that's why it's a West Coast stash house. It's just where I'm going to keep all my other stuff, the overflow. So this is great. The start of my geeky warehouse. Yeah. Yeah. I know a guy out here who has a couple warehouses, right, Matthew? Matthew Purdy, the owner of Toy Traders, says, and I've got to see his warehouse, but his warehouse, he says, is way bigger than the actual Toy Traders, and Toy Traders in Langley is gigantic. So I would love to visit that place one day, and I will be. But yeah, that's another. So many things to do, so little time. Let's open this up here. Quintero. Ugh. Fuck. Sorry. F word. I just wrecked the clamshell because this tape is all wonky. Den H test. Yes, I can see you. Oh, and Sam can confirm. There you go, the new Sam. Oh yeah, the warehouse is huge. It's huge, and I just dropped something. I don't know what it is. I'm sure I'll step on it later on. Oh, it's one of the clips. One of the clips. Okay, so here is... Ooh, here we go. This is fun. This is fun. So Quintero... Look, he's got a smart gun. Yay! All right, I'll take that. Thank you. That was a good pickup. I almost didn't get him because I was like, who's Quintero? Why should I care? And now here we go. He has got... Let's check this out. He's got the smart gun. Pretty detailed. Nice. So he's got a smart gun, but sadly he does not have a smart gun rig, because that would have been like icing on top of the cake. If Quintero had the Steadicam rig and we could have attached it, that would have been super dope. Again, Quintero, he's got a mohawk. Really interestingly shaped head. His light seems a little bit looser than Hudson's and Hicks. He's got the little triangle decoration there, but as you can see, the molds or the bodies are exactly the same. Exactly the same. Same setup too. The torches are the same. The armors. His ankle here is all kind of pooch though. Why is it? So look at that. It's a little bit of the QC on there. Like it looks. Yeah, no. That's looks like it's not sitting right in his. That's interesting. There's a big, so this ankle joint here, there's a big, it's blobbing out, and it's making him pigeon-toed. Interesting. All right, Quintero. You want to play that way? Fine, play that way. Let's get your helmet going. Somebody's texting me. Who's texting me? Okay, let's get... Oh! And there goes his light system. Okay, well, his light rig is, there's a peg. So it's removable. This is super loose though compared to Hudson's and Hicks's. These are very, I mean, they're firmly the pegs. This one is quite loose. Yeah, that's something that you can try to fix later on. Let's get his helmet on. Yeah, and Quintero's helmet, because of the mohawk. Okay, there you go. So that's Quintero's, Hudson, and Hicks. Red Rover, recall Ripley over. Gonna connect this. There we go. This line here. Let's see if we can get these guys to hold some of the weapons. Hicks, it would have been really cool if he had had like something to connect his shotgun to, like in the movies, if he'd been able to sort of put it back here. I mean, I'm going to try to, there you go. I'm just clipping it through his light cable there. So that kind of works. I don't think that's what it's for, but that's what I'm doing. Gonna lead it there. Go. Did he break his fibula like Miles? No, I think it was just sort of made that way. Hey, Fibulous 101. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay, so I've got that. Let's see if we can't get... Axis pulse rifle. Just switch this to this. It's hard to see. My eyes are kind of crap, so here we go. I'm going to use these special glasses to see if I can't. Oh, look, everything's clear. I can see it now. Haha. So, there you go. There he is. It's Corporal Hicks holding his pulse rifle. What I noticed too is he does not have a holster to put his sidearm in. So they all come with sidearms, and they've got nothing to sort of... Shit. Oh shit. Nothing to be easy. So they got no place to put the extra accessories. Same with the motion trackers. So there's three. Everybody comes with a motion tracker. Everyone comes with a pulse rifle. Everyone comes with a pistol. But there's no place to sort of holster any of these extra accessories, which is fine, I guess. But it's a little annoying. One of the things I like about, for example, like you've got this Captain Rex. I almost said wrecked. And, you know, he's got his pistols, but he has holsters. So you can holster the pistols. So he can be holding a pistol, or they can be resting there. And you don't have to worry about losing that accessory. Yeah, that's, you know, just little things like that I think would have been neat. I mean, they certainly saved on the torsos, because the torsos are exactly the same for these figures. The amount of detail, the paint apps are great. The face sculpts, for what they are, yeah, I'm not going to complain. Little quibble about the helmets not being fully accurate, but hey, if you look at it from the front, they look a little bobbleheadish, but they're okay. But it's like little things. It's like I'm going to need a baggie to carry, to sort of keep all these other little parts really together. And I'm going to see if I can get Quintero to hold on to the smart gun. Okay. Well, full marks. It was easy to get him to hold that, to get him to mount it. Full marks for that, which is awesome. I don't know how easy it would be to sort of get him to pose it as if he's aiming it at somebody. So if you're doing a diorama, I'm sure you could do it. Yeah, it's just a little bit of patience on that. I think Quintero is best without the helmet because it keeps popping off. And really, that mohawk of his, come on, you can see it juts out. And because it's not soft like real hair, it's like he's got a horn on his head. So this helmet will not stay affixed properly. So, and that's cool. You always kind of need, like Vasquez and Drake, they, the smart gun operators, they didn't have helmets. So that's okay. You know what? I'm going to make Hudson, he is going to have a motion tracker in the one hand, because that's what he did a lot of. He screamed and cried and had a lot of the motion tracker stuff, and I'm going to have him holding his pulse rifle. Oh, here's an interesting thing. They've got a little bit of torso bend as well. Look, I'm doing the worm. I'm going to get him to hold this pulse rifle. Yeah, that's right. My wife hasn't been on. She hasn't been on. I'm wondering what's going on here. She's busy changing the locks. I think she's busy changing the locks on the house. It's going to be nice. I actually there's a window of opportunity for me to come home for about a week in April. And so I'm going to take advantage of that because I need to see my family. I need to see my dog. I need to see my parents and my sister. And yeah, because I miss them. And being away from home, having them here last week was great. But when they left, the silence was almost unbearable. So that just, family is so important to me. And hey, Brian Danger is in here at the West Coast Stash House. How you doing, Brian? Brian, of course, has been with Toy Traders for 16 years. Very, very valued member of the team. And you know what? You don't stay someplace for that long if you're being mistreated or you don't like what you're doing there. So I had the pleasure of meeting Brian last week. The week before last. And it's good to see you on the channel here, Brian. I'm just sort of muddling through here trying to get these Haya figures sort of posed. There's a certain delicateness, it feels like, with these Haya figures that's different from the Hasbro vintage collection ones, and it's just, I don't know. Here we go. So here we go. We got easy. There you go. Got the trio of Colonial Marines, right? And it only took me like an hour to get them set up. Not an hour. Took me a little bit there. Yeah, what's this? There you go. See, here we go. We got this here from Brian. He's doing good. And he does. Yeah, I absolutely adore working with Matthew and our Toy Trader staff. It was a wonderful experience meeting you too. Well, thanks so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Sorry. Beautiful. Yes, there are beautiful accessories on the Marines. On the Marines, there are, Brian. Beautiful accessories. There's so many of them, and that's the other thing too. What do you do? What do the other collectors do when you have like a ton of accessories and extra hands and extra heads and whatnot, and you've opened the box? What do you do with those accessories? Do you put them? How do you store them? Do you put them in a Ziploc bag? Do you label them? Do you keep them safe? Do you put them in the box? Let me know in the comment section what you're doing there. What you're doing there. Weed baggies. Very good, Bitter Troll. There you go. Ziplocs. Andrew Fong is in the basement of the West Coast Stash House. Ziplocs, baby. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you on the channel. Yeah, Ziploc looks like Ziploc bags is it's a huge win right there. Now to get the queen out to eat them. You read my mind, Raymond Tentis. Here we go. Let's do this because we got a couple of other things to open up, and time is short because I am going out for dinner tonight with another cast member. That's right. That's right. I'm going out tonight. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, little boba? I don't feel anything. I've been in a box all week. No, you haven't. You've been out. I left you out of the box. You being such a suck about that. I kept you out, okay? Yeah, right. You kept me up just because you forgot about me. But I haven't forgotten about you. Yeah, the way you betrayed me. Hey, look, you know what? I'd love to finish this right now, but we got a super chat here from Robert Donatello, our friend from Oakland, and he has donated $20. Here's my vote for the APC or new storage space rental. By the way, how's Lil Boba doing? See, Lil Boba? You see? You have people who care about you. Yeah, just not you. But I know where your bread is buttered. I understand. Hey, Lil Boba, what's that behind you? What do you mean? Behind you. What's that behind you? You know I can't turn my head ever since that incident with the Sarlacc. Yeah, we got knocked into the Sarlacc by accident by a blind guy who activated your rocket pack, slamming you into the side of Jabba's sail barge and plummeting you into the Sarlacc's stomach, after which there was a comedic belch? Yeah, that. Well, why don't I describe what's behind you while I'm showing everybody there? So behind Boba, littlest Boba, the bitterest bounty hunter in the galaxy, you can see there are two Funko Pop avatar figures of Uncle Iroh, and those will be available next week for a special mega size live stream unboxing. I will be autographing those as well as some other really cool goodies from Avatar and from Star Wars. And we're going to be having a big Kahoot for next week. So this Kahoot will be open to members on the channel. So check out the community tab. You do have to be a member to participate in the Kahoot, but those will be up for grabs. And of course, Shy Guy is back there just in case Miles is looking at the stream. I doubt he is, but Shy Guy is there overseeing and supervising everything and keeping an eye on you, little Boba. What do you think about that? I'm scared. I don't like people behind me if I can't see them. Yeah, well, such is life. We got another super chat here from Bitter Troll. Super chat. Thank you so much. It's $15. Thoughts on the Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed trailer? I have a confession to make. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the trailer. It got sent to me by dozens of people, and I just, it's been a busy week. It's been such a busy week, you know. And again, that just ties into the announcement for next week, because I got something from my buddy Matthew Purdy to unbox, and I was going to do it, and it was so busy, I kept it in my storage room off to the side and completely forgot about it. And this is something you don't forget about. And that's how busy the week was. So I'm going to be watching the Spirits Unleashed. I know it's a first-person shooter game. That's about it. And so, yeah, this is something that I really want to see. But thank you so much for the super chat. And once I see it, you know, Bitter Troll, I will let you know exactly how I feel about it. So thanks so much for bringing that up, and thank you so much for that super chat. You guys, you were so honestly, Captain Wrecked. Hey, Paul, where can people get that sweet bitter merch? That's right. Fans of the show know I've got some merch, and I'll tell you how you can get it right here. If you go to my website, bitterasiandude.com/merch, you can get one of these fancy hats that you see right there. The old school bitter branded hat, which is the stalwart for the show. You've also got the Represent hat with the gold edition, and you have the con editions, the purple and gold colors of both bitter and Represent. Go to bitterasiandude.com/merch. You can order straight through there, and yeah, you too can represent the best version of you possible. Thanks so much for bringing that up, Captain Rex. 10 points to you for doing that, and for getting me to put up this merch thing. Oh, here you go. There she is. Look, it's my wife, Anna Lee. Hey, baby. There you go. Are you here? You're here. You're here. You're here. You missed the first part of the chat, which is fine. It's fine. Nothing happened. Nothing untoward's happened. Everything's good. The collection's good. We're all good. Everything's good. How are you? Okay, moving right along. Miles is doing better, which is good. I think he was faking it. To be honest, I think he was faking it. But that's just me. That's just me. Let's open up this Aliens Queen. 1/18 scale Aliens Queen. Again, I got this from Toy Traders. The happiest place on earth for me, which is great. Look at it. I'm opening it like a kid at Christmas. Let's look at the box. Ah! My foot, son. It's my water bottle. It's on the ground and I keep kicking it. Keep kicking it. This is a gorgeous box. It's gorgeous. Look at it. It's got a picture of the Queen. It's got, look, she's in a layer, right? And it's the Aline Queen. Is it French? I don't know. Aline Queen? I'm not sure. But there it is. Aliens, exquisite mini. Haya, you can see. Look at that art. Look at that art. Very, very much in spirit of the movie. The back. Here you go. Exquisite Mini is a new standard setting series for 1/18 scale, featuring super articulation action figures under Haya Toys. Well, we'll see about that. Yes, it costs $60 from Toy Traders. Right there. I'm gonna open it up. Let's take a look and see what we're getting. Oh, you know what I see in there? Do you know what I see? Ha 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 ha! Yeah! Instructions! Yes, assembly instructions. Look at that. You have to attach certain parts to certain parts. Display the part as seen in the image. How to attach the part. Because I might not have been able to figure it out. I still might not be able to figure it out. But we're going to do that. Everyone take a drink. Everyone take a drink. Okay. So, oh, look at that. It's multi-level trays, baby. Multi-level trays. We got 4 of them, 4 of the gratings to put together. We have multiple, looks like, spikes and stems from the alien. This slipped out from underneath the cellophane. Let's put that together later, but let's look at this exquisite Queen first, shall we? Of course, there's tape on it. Of course there is, because nothing can be easy. Oh my God, why would you put so much tape on this? Why? Okay. You need to go back in here. So many tiny parts. My nemesis. Yeah. Oh. That's beautiful. Look at that. Articulation of the mouth. Looks like there would be a thing. Oh, there it is. There's a little inner mouth. Yay! There's 2 versions of it. Looks like she's got high heels. These look like high heels, alien high heels. So dope. And one of the arms is missing. Some of the arm is missing. Isn't that interesting? One, two, maybe not. Maybe the torso's been shifted. Articulation for the head. Really sweet. The tail is bendable, and there's a wire inside, so you can shape it. She's got the weird ass tiny hips there, but ball joints. Lots of articulation here and here. Feels like this torso is just out of alignment somehow. There we go. Oh my god, so they used, this is tape. This is tape. This isn't cellophane like the last ones. This is tape. We've got, this looks like it's a clear support stand for propping the alien queen up. We've got two different size mouths. Two different size mouths. One for the fully extended snapping, and another one for a little bit more subtle. I'm going to see. Say ah. Oh my god. Her oh my god. Her head is like just like in the movie. It extends out. It slowly comes out like when she unfolds herself. Holy crap, that's a really cool bit of articulation there. This is feels like already it's a bit difficult to get in there. I can't quite get it to. There you go. So that's it in full attack mode. I think for my purposes now, this is a little bit too big. It's not. I'm not digging that size because I don't have the power loader. Now I'm regretting not getting the power loader, Steve. Now I'm regretting. Although the power loader was super spendy, so. Maybe the power loader was more expensive than the queen, so I'm gonna there's the inner mouth right there. I like that. That's more of the subtleness of it, which is what I dig. And all these spires, these are strategically placed here. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have and they go from smaller to large, small to large in size, as you can see. All right. And it looks like the large ones are on the outside. Oops. Wow, these are hard to get in. I can't see them either. Gonna need my special glasses. My goggles. Alright. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna need some hot water or something to loosen these up. These are almost, so these little ball joint, can you see it there? These little ball joints are supposed to fit in these tiny little holes in the side of the queen's body there. What happens is they're not, because it's such a narrow base here, it bends, and it's very difficult sort of to get them to, see, it's very difficult to get them in. And just see, they just want to pop out. So I'm gonna have to do this another time. Right now, and as such, I think, in the interest of time, what I'm gonna do is I'll finish posting it up, and then I'll put it on display, and then I'll drop pictures of it on the community page of this finished thing. So we'll do that instead. Yeah, but I mean, here are my thoughts on it. Look at the gorgeous, the marbling. I mean, just the textures on here. It's a lovely pliable plastic that's happening. There's a beautiful subtlety to the shell out there. I love the fact that it's extendable and retractable. Yeah, this is actually quite stunning. I have a McFarlane Movie Maniacs, like a gigantic maquette version of this. So I think it's a bigger scale. It's not 1/18 scale. It might be 1/12 scale at home. I don't think it is though, because like the figure that's with it isn't 6 inches tall, but it's gigantic. Anyways, I've had that for years, and when I get home, I'd love to do a side-by-side comparison of these two. But this is a stunning piece, and for $60, I'm pretty happy with it because it looks pretty badass. Pretty badass. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. So this is the Haya Alien Queen. Haya, that's the maker. It's Haya. You can check them out, Haya.com, HIYA.com. They do as well RoboCop, Predator, Alien, Judge Dredd. They've got some DC properties as well, from what I see. And so, yeah, this is a new brand. Sorry, Anna. I held off for as long as I could, but they're just too gorgeous. Too gorgeous to give up. So I'm gonna put these aside now. I know, famous last words, right? And they never saw him again. Okay, so away with you. Woo! Okay, we are coming up now. Wow, hour 25 already. I wanted to sort of shorten this up a bit. So I think in the interest of time, I'm gonna skip this collector set, or I could skip the Hot Toys. I gotta do one or the other. You choose. What in the comments below? Let's see what we want. Do you want this 1996 collectible playset that lights up? It's the Avenger class Star Destroyer, or do y'all want to see this Hot Toys deluxe version of R2-D2? Let me know in the comment section below. I gotta keep this. I want to keep I want to keep the streams to under 2 hours, you know. Ideally, hour and a half works really well. Should be a little bit better organized. I think because I opened up 3 of the little minifigs, these high figures, that ate up a lot of my time. So what do we got here? We've got... wow. It's... You guys, wow. Here we go. Here we go. See, R2, R2, R... Well, you can't vote twice, Captain Wreck. That's 3 times. R2, Brian Danger, Hot Toys, Hot Toys. Got a playset, got an R2. Thanks so much, Mike. I say we go as long as the Oscars. Invite your dinner guests to join you. That'd be good. You know what? I don't want to keep it. I'm actually going out for dinner with Gordon Cormier and his dad, Gord. That's right. I'm having dinner with the Avatar himself, and he's fantastic. You are all going to fall in love with this fine young man, this actor. He's #1 on the set. He's got such a beautiful spirit. He's talented. He's funny. He's charming. He's all the things that you want in an Aang, and he is going to explode when this show drops on Netflix. Netflix was so lucky to get this kid because he's the real deal, and you will see. Destroyer, skip them both. Do them next week. Enjoy your dinner. Oh, that's nice, Mike. Thanks. Smash 2 for R2, R2, R2. I'm seeing lots of R2s. I'm seeing lots of R2s. Not enough Star Destroyers, although. It's making a comeback. Making a comeback. Can't wait until Avatar. I know, neither can I. Neither can I, RMD. Neither can I. We're doing some stuff that is like mind-blowing. So, yeah. We got here. Okay. Everybody's, oh my God, see? This is why I love all you. You all, you put me in front of everything else, and I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do the Star Destroyer. We do Hot Toys all the time. I'm gonna do the Star Destroyer so you all can see this, and then I'm gonna make the announcement about next week of what's going on here. Here it is. This is the Star Wars collector set. This was actually brought in by a collector who brought it into Toy Traders and traded it in. And so I was not aware of the existence of this line. Had I known back then, I would have scooped it up. Although in 1996, I was still, I was just starting off as an actor. And 96 was a tough year for me. So that's probably why, because I had no money. I was in severe debt in 1996. So that's probably why I didn't see this. But now things are much better. Here we go. And so I'm going to check it out. Let's open this up. It is, again, one of my favorite Starship designs. It's iconic in my mind. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. Look at this. Electronic Star Destroyer. Now, they have 3 in this series that I am aware of. There is this, the Imperial Star Destroyer that you see here, the Avenger set. There's also the Executor, which is the Super Star Destroyer, which is super rare. And Toy Traders actually had one there too, but I love this design better, and the scale of this better. And they also have the Rebel Blockade Runner. Same as a Tantive 4 that was seen at the beginning of Star Wars A New Hope, of course. Leia Organa was on that vessel. And so here is here's the Blockade Runner. Here's my finger over the price tag so my wife doesn't flip out. And yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful image of the Star Destroyer. So let's open this up. Where's my knife? Where did my knife go? Where did... Here it is. Right where it shouldn't be. Open this up. The box is dented, but you know, for something that is 20 something, how is that? 25 years old? 26 years old? 26 years old? That's not too bad. Oops. Still in the bag. Oh, there's a bunch of screws in it. Really? Instructions. Okay. Still got the original zip ties, the tie down lockdowns on it. Just gonna check this to make sure there's no little parts in it. No. Nope. These are good. These are all good. Ah! Little piece fell. I think I know what that was, so it's okay. I think it was a little adhesive sort of fabric, spongy bit. Look. Look. The instructions are still in the box. And it's how to put the battery in. There you go. And how to put it on. Very simple, but still, look at this. This thing is from 1996, and the collector not only kept the original box, kept the instructions, kept all the wrappings, the cardboard for it, and kept all these screws. I don't know what the screws are for, to be honest. I don't think these screws are part of this. At least I hope it's not. But here we go. And it even kept the original plastic bags for this. Right, so we got here Matthew. Matthew Birdie's texting me. I don't know if you can see this. It's basically, Paul, you have a screw loose? Ha ha ha. Thanks so much, Matthew. Thank you. I got a bunch of them loose. But let's, ooh. Here it is. This is a nicely done. You've got the main engines on the back. You have a number of buttons on the front. Is this in the on position? That's the off. Or was it? Ooh, that's for the lights. Okay, that's got to be the test position. Is this the off position? That's the first button. Okay, so that's what the 4 buttons do. And that's the test button. Yeah. So there's a switch underneath here. It's got 3 positions, one far back, one in the middle, and one in the far right, or the far front. The far back position is a testing, because on the box you could reach through and press these buttons, and so you can listen to the sounds. And so there's that. But if you move it across, the middle position I think is the money one, because it actually has lights and sound. And there are a bunch of little holes that are actually scattered throughout the ship. And light is, you can, at a certain angle, you can see the light sort of bleeding through there. It's a little bit too bright right now. And yeah, and I'm wondering if it's, if I put a fresh battery in, if it would, the lights would be a little bit brighter as well. But here's my overall thoughts here. Let's check this out. You can see the detail here from the Star Destroyer. There's a fair amount of detail on it. The paint job for 1996 is pretty good. This would be something that I would love to do a repaint on. To do maybe some decals, do a little bit of, do a nice wash for it. The bottom is quite, as you can see, quite dark. Here, that might be a little bit better. Right, but I've always loved the lines on the Star Destroyer. Always loved the lines on the Star Destroyer, and You know, there's just something iconic. This is the first thing that you kind of see when the blockade runners leaving. You just see the enormity of the Star Destroyer as it goes past, and it just keeps going and going and going and going and going, right? It's like that, except it was upside down. There you go. Like that. So this is, and here's the base. Star Destroyer. Got a super chat from Raymond Tentis. Raymond said $5. Thank you. Thursday the 31st of March is my 50th birthday. Gonna drink whiskey and get 50 lotto scratch offs. I can't wait till next Sunday with Paul and the gang. Happy 50th, early 50th birthday, Raymond. That's fantastic. 5-0. That is half a century. Congrats. It's a big milestone. I'm glad you're going to be drinking whiskey, and I'm glad you're going to be joining us for the live stream for next week. It's going to be a big one, my friend. It's going to be a big one. And I think you'll have a lot of fun. And then this snaps right into here. He says as he breaks it, thus completely ruining its resale value. This is something that I'm not gonna. There you go. So it just sort of works like this. And so there it is. It stands like that. There you go. So that is that. Okay. I'm gonna hold off on that hot toy. We always do hot toys. Hot toys are hot toys. They're great. I love them. You know I love them. And I love all of you too. So we're gonna skip that though. We're gonna go on just because I gotta scooch soon. But for next week, here's the thing. It's gonna be a supersized week. We're gonna have giveaways. We've got some autograph items that we're gonna be giving away. I'm also going to be giving away, and I'm gonna try this to see if y'all like it, little private 10-minute Zoom chats. So, and you got to be a member. You got to be a member to qualify and to participate in the Kahoot. Yeah, so we're going to be doing that. And next week is a big supersized week because logistically I have to figure out how to do this. And I think some of you might have spotted this here. This is courtesy of, oh my God. Ah! Ugh. That's right. It's the HasLab Razor Crest. It's the 1/18th scale Razor Crest from Hasbro. You had to back it to get it. You had to invest in their HasLab. This is from about a year and a half ago. They started sending them out. I have one of these, but it's back home in Toronto. And Matthew Purdy very, very generously donated one of his for me to do an unboxing of. So I'm going to be doing an unboxing of this, but as you can see, it is gigantic, and I have to figure out how I can get this all in screen, well lit, and for all of you to see. So we're going to be focusing on this. This is probably going to be the only thing we're going to unbox next week. It's going to be very involved. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're thinking of different ways of doing it. We're thinking of maybe even perhaps possibly doing a special live stream at a different location. Maybe. The dates have to line up. A lot of things have to work out, but we'll see what happens here. And yeah, it's heavy. It's big. It's heavy. And I totally forgot. I was in the back room. That's how busy it was. And you can see, I must have been busy if I forgot about that. We've got a super chat here from Robert Donatello. Can you post this on the IG with the sounds? I want to sample them as they are awesome. Absolutely. You know what? I will send you the sounds for that. And thanks again, Robert. You could just message me on Instagram. You don't have to do the super chat, but I really, really appreciate you doing that. And we got another super chat from the man himself, Matthew. $28 super chat. Thank you. Those extra screws were my own little surprise attack. Haha, Steve was in on it too. I was wondering why there were screws, so many screws in there. And I guess I could say that you were screwing with me. So thank you so much. for that. Yeah. Oh, that's very funny. Colin Hall is my neighbor. Are you flying in the Raisin Crest when you come home in April? Yeah, it feels like it's big enough, and the box art alone is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So there's that. So next week, tune in. Special edition of Funboxing Sundays. The Razor Crest giveaway, not the giveaway for like the Razor Crest. We're going to be doing that. We've got some signed autograph giveaways. You need to be a member. There will be more details in the community section, and we're going to have a Kahoot. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. That's it for me for this week. I want to say to everybody out there, thank you so much for choosing this channel, for choosing to spend time. I love doing this. I love all of you who decided to do this. It's a great thing, and one of the things that I really want to express to all of you out there is take the time to reach out to those you love, because you don't know how long they're going to be around for sometimes, and so take advantage of the time when they're there with you, so you don't have any regrets, right? So it's important. It's important. Kindness is important. Letting people know how you feel about them, that's important too. So never take that for granted. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourselves. Have a fantastic week. I love you all, and we'll see you soon. Okay. See you. You never say you love me, Paul. I love you too, little boba. Okay? I love you too. Fine. Yeah. I said fine. And I said yeah. And I said fine. And I said yeah. Say goodnight, little boba. Good night, little boba. So cheap. Good night, everyone.